Released on June 20th, 1997, this $140 million sci-fi action comedy mess still managed to make $100 million in profit. Directed by Joel Schumacher, the fourth live-action Batman film stars George Clooney in the title role, in what is perhaps the most miscast role in the history of cinema. He does his hammiest job taking over as the Caped Crusader, who delicately tries to battle evil without ever killing anyone. Alongside him is Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone, and Uma Thurman, who do a half-decent job with the terrible material, but honestly, there's no saving this poor script writing. This time around, it's top-billed Arnold Schwarzenegger, featured as perhaps the most cringeworthy, no, absolutely the most cringeworthy and ridiculous movie villain ever portrayed. But there's an undeniable amount of earnesty and fun behind it, which is why you're able to kind of snicker and go along with it. Like when he introduces himself by saying, "Allow me to break the ice. My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom." As for the convoluted plot, you have the bad guys that want to take over the city, kill everybody, and save their dead wife, and then you have Batman and Robin and Batgirl who step in and try to save the day, because that's what they do.
Thanks.
Swing! I got mine. Where's yours?
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
The decently paced 125-minute picture was filled with overt homosexual innuendo. Now, I get that Joel Schumacher is gay and everything, but do we need so many crotch shots and nipple suits and logos humping each other in the opening credits? It was excessive to say the very least and disturbing to say the very most. The film never takes itself seriously. Bright and vibrant colors fill every scene with an almost nauseating appearance. The visuals here resembled a Nickelodeon advert that vomited everywhere. And almost every line of dialogue in this film ends on a pun or a joke or some sort of eye roll. The actors fly through the air after getting punched like they're tied to invisible string. Probably because they were. And the entire thing is campier than a Boy Scout jamboree. Like all Batman films though, this one suffers from having too many villains. The film doesn't know what to do with them. Instead, they just hang around and talk to each other and try to come up with an evil plan to thwart Batman, when at the end of the day it's just, kill him. Really? That's what you came up with? Just kill him? I get that the DC source mythos is extensive, but maybe next time go easy and focus on one villain and really develop him, because Arnold Schwarzenegger's Freeze really wasn't that great. From the cartoon sound effects that feel totally out of place to a romantic subplot that is entirely abandoned, this movie feels half-finished and completely inconsistent with what it's trying to accomplish. And aside from the nipply points, the costumes are great, the special effects are really sharp, and the model work and music is all pretty good. Schumacher was reportedly pressured by the studio to make this entire movie more toy-friendly, and it shows. None of the bad guys actually get killed, there's no real consequences for anyone involved, and the entire PG-13 rated film looks like it was filmed under a blacklight. Cheesy as all hell, and not likely something I'd watch again, this film has its detractors for a reason, but there's a certain innocent amount of fun to it that makes it interesting to watch if you ignore the fact that it crapped all over the Batman franchise. I don't hate this movie, but I can understand why other people do. Now, I'm not saying this is a good film by any measure, but perhaps it's not the worst ever made. I, for one, thought Batman and Robin was poorly directed camp, but amusing. Now let's see what you had to say about this picture in the YouTube comments. Batman and Robin on the Rate-O-Matic, a 2 and a 3. Every single one of you hated the cheese factor and the puns, and generally everything Schumacher brought to the movie as a director, you thought this movie was bad. I was a little less harsh than you, but I can understand your criticisms. But at the end of the day, I was passably entertained by it all, so I can't give it the lowest scores. I thought it was lame.